Hello there, and welcome to a kinda episode of X-Force Star Wars Interworlds on the 0.73 update. So, I say kinda. We're on the Imperial playthrough. This is the first time I've been on it since the update. And even though the update is save compatible, everything's loaded as normal. Some things don't quite seem right. Now, originally this was going to be an economy episode, but I've decided to do instead a super short, super kind of like little episode, like a mini episode. It's not even really a proper episode for the series, but I digress. About what you want to do and what you want to see. So, I'm all for carrying on with the Imperial playthrough if people want to see it. But as I say, things are a little bit glitchy. Things aren't quite working the way they were and they should beforehand. It's hard to pinpoint. It's just little behaviours and stuff like that. But one thing we could do is we could do another series where I essentially do copy everything that we've got on this particular playthrough and put it into a new game seed, and then we'll just continue it on a nice fresh kind of save sort of thing. Or the other thing I was thinking we could potentially do is we could take our vast fleets and bases and essentially replace it with a Sith Empire playthrough. Now the Sith kind of like live somewhere around like near Zygeria, down this way, I think. Around here, I think you can get it from there and around here. So I thought we could potentially do a Sith playthrough, but instead of me grinding for absolutely everything, we keep it Sith only fleets. We try and do it as a very short kind of mini series. We give ourselves a kind of like station. I'll design a station in Station Designer, which can build ships and everything like that. And then just see how far we can kind of like push a Sith fleet through. The other option is, because I don't want to start. We've obviously got the pirate one that's starting from scratch. I don't want to start directly from scratch again. So there's been a couple of people ask for some ICG, some Trade Federation and Droid playthroughs as well. So the other thing is we could set ourselves up a little trade empire and do it from there. So give ourselves a similar sized fleet, give ourselves some bases down in ICG territory, and basically do that. So I'm gonna put this out, leave it up for a little bit of time, so this week. So this will be Monday's episode, and then I'll have a look, see what people comment, see what people want to see, and we'll take it from there. Because obviously there's a fair bit of work involved in kind of like trying to match everything up. The other problem is with if we start a new save with everything we've got, everyone else is starting from their bare bones basic start scratch. So we will be a pretty powerful player right off the bat. We will be essentially a split away warlord, which is pretty cool, really. We're kind of like X-Wing book territory kind of thing there. will be his own mighty faction right from the beginning. But obviously, I'd be happy to do that for myself. But when it comes to recording it, obviously, the amount of effort people put in, I want to make sure people will actually want to watch something like that. Because for me to kind of like note down and then try and recreate absolutely everything that we have in those different sectors and matching all the fleets up and stuff, well, they'll not be 100% the same, but you know what I mean. It will be a fairly tricky one on that front. And if we were, what I'd probably do is I'd just give ourselves this corner of space. So from Celestia, Ring of Moons, Unknown Regions 2, Unknown Regions 3, Hutt Kelly would be our Imperial Empire. And then would push out from there. We'd be allies initially with the Empire until we weren't. Because the other thing I'd have to do is tweak all the relationships and stuff like that. So it's a lot of work for something people might not necessarily want to see or enjoy, technically speaking. So if we went Sith, which again, Sith could be quite cool, using some of the Sith fleet ships and stuff, we'd make ourselves a base and a layout and stuff like that. The problem with the Sith is obviously nobody likes them, and I can't remember what the Sith systems actually have them in them as regards to trade resources. So that setup I'd probably have to tweak and customise a lot to get it on par. And then if we did a Trade Federation one, that'd be pretty easy because we'd be working for the ICG, we'd be going to war mainly with CSA and stuff like that. And we'd be kind of like one of the many sub-factions of the Independent Commerce Guild. Because obviously the Independent Commerce Guild was just one member of that little war that kicked off in the prequel films. You also Trade Federation, Techno Union, yada yada yada. So there's lots of different options for us to kind of like consider and contemplate when we put his teeth in and we can speak English. Because other than that, I mean, with all the different bases, we have pretty much got enough money to buy the shipyards, but then we'd need another 200 odd million for each of the blueprints and stuff like that. It's about 250 million for the actual build modules for the stations, and I can't remember how much it is for the Star Destroyer blueprints and stuff like that, because that's kind of like what I was we're aiming for on this series, is to basically make it become kind of like a warlord vying for the Emperor's throne eventually, sort of thing. So let me know what you guys and girls think, and any ideas you might have, and we can take it from there. So until then, I've been Captain Jack Gumption. Thank you for watching, as ever, and until next time.